This is Marc Marcantonio, and today I wanted to share with you a Christmas present that I got for myself, bought for myself to use on my Ranger bass boat, and it is an underwater camera. Now, I've been using underwater cameras for more than 20 years, and my big beef and complaint with underwater cameras over the years has been the bulkiness of the whole apparatus, how cumbersome it is to carry a screen and the cable and the camera and manage all of that on a boat with portable plug-ins and so forth. And it gets to be more trouble than it's worth sometimes, although the information you gain from an underwater camera is absolutely invaluable. And probably there's no better way to learn how to use your electronics than by confirming what your image is on your sonar unit with an underwater camera. So I have found them very useful and helpful. I was excited to finally find a camera that I think is going to work real well with my Lowrance HDS 12 and HDS 16 units. And the thing that's nice about those is they have a built-in video screen. So I can establish a page or set up a page on my Lowrance HDS units specifically for video, and you can actually split the screen and show sonar and video on the same screen so that you can see what your image is on the sonar and the depth and what the structure or fish looks like, and then also view it on the underwater camera. So I picked up this Aquaview Multiview Pro Gen 2, which is new in 2021, and the biggest difference on this multi-view version is that it is a 1080p high definition underwater camera, and it is also configured in such a way that it should be easy to use on the boat. One in a configuration that is not likely to stay in my rod locker all the time. I think this will work out really well. So I wanted to unbox it with you today and show you what you get with it. Again, this is the Aquaview Multiview Pro Gen 2. The Gen 1 is a 720p camera, and the Gen 2 is the 1080p and in a slightly different configuration. So if I can get this open, we'll see what comes with it. Now again, this is for use with a boat that has sonar units that have screens that you can actually see the camera on the screen of the sonar unit. This particular model does not come with a screen. So for those of you who don't have a Lowrance HDS unit with a video screen or some other brand, then you need to buy one of the Aquaviews that has a screen that comes with it. Nice foam packing. And some instructions there. Okay, so there's the box. It's got foam in it all the way around. Here's the basic unit in a bag, and I'll get that out in just a second. There's also a box in here, and this has all the accessories enclosed. So here's what comes with this Multiview Pro version here, and it's got a little quick start guide, give you instructions. This is a power supply, so you can run this camera in your house or anywhere that you've got 110 volts, 120 volt outlet. So it's just a transformer adapter with a quick connect. So you can run this on house current, but you can also run it on 12 volt in your boat, and that's what this cable is for. And let's see, I'll just rip it open. So this has the typical cigarette lighter plug. Most boats come with a cigarette lighter plug receptacle, and it's got the same connector on the end as the AC power adapter that'll plug into the camera unit. So this will be the way that I power the Aquaview from my boat's 12 volt system. And then last but not least, it also comes with a cable that will work great with the HDS 12, Live 12s, or the Live 16, because it has an HDMI plug, HDMI out. It also has an HDMI, well actually this is the HDMI out. This connects to the Aquaview unit with a waterproof connector, and then this HDMI plug plugs into the back of your HDS Live 12 or Live 16, which I run both of those on my boat. So it's nice, it comes with the cable, and you get a warranty registration card also that comes with it. So that's all that's in the accessory pack. Now let's get this bad boy open. Okay, so this is basically the whole system right here. So you've got the Multiview Pro control panel actually attached to the shuttle, which is used to wrap the cable around. And it makes for a nice, compact, easy way to lift this unit, carry it. It'll fit in any compartment. And it's nice the way they have this configured. Let's see, there's a release button here that you can press and slide the camera unit out. And so that's basically the camera with the built-in infrared lights on it. It's a sturdy, metal, heavy camera system. It's got a great adjustment fin on it that you can adjust. You can put the cable in at different angles for different viewing angles. So with this particular angle, you've got a slightly uphill looking view when you're using the camera. And if you want it to be level, you just shift the cable over to the center position. And now when you're hanging the cable down below your boat, you're actually looking straight across. This is probably the view I will use the most. Up here in Washington State, I'm fishing deep, clear lakes. And in the wintertime, I'm catching smallmouth bass now from 50 to 75 feet of water. And so this will be what I'll be using for the most part. But you can also do an upwards looking view simply by moving the cable to the last position. Or I'm sorry, this is going to be a downward looking view. The first one was the upwards. And as you can see, now it's looking down. The cable, nice sturdy cable. It comes with 75 feet of cable. So you've got 75 feet of cable wrapped around this shuttle. Let me go ahead and wrap this back up and see if I can figure out how to... Oh, another thing I'll note, the camera itself has got a rail on the bottom of it, a metal rail, and that is a mounting system for accessories, and I'll go over that a little bit later when I show you some of the accessories I also bought with this. So if you're familiar with pistols and the rail mounts on pistols for accessories like lights, same situation, same setup on the Aquaview camera. Quick, easy slide-on attachments for accessories on a rail, which is nice. Okay, so let's see if I can... So you can store the camera when you're done using it by putting it back in the slot and just sliding it in, and now it's locked into place for easy carrying and storage. Very nice system. I like this a lot better. For connections, we've got 2 connection ports on the control panel. The first one, I believe, is the HDMI. Yes, that's where one end of my HDMI cable will connect. The other end will connect to my Lowrance HDS 12 or 16. That'll be the only cable running to my HDS unit. The only other cable I'll have will be this power cable that will run to my boat's 12-volt electrical system, and that plug will be used with the cigarette lighter plug cord that comes with it. So all I have to do is plug that in there like that. Comes with a 5-amp fuse, and then the cigarette lighter plug will go inside my boat in the cigarette lighter receptacle. Very simple, very easy to do, and pretty good setup. On the front panel, we also have buttons to control the light intensity, plus button to turn up the lights brighter, more lights actually, and minus to lower the intensity of the lights. The LED indicators will let you know instantly how much power you're providing to the lighting system. It's got an on-screen display button. The camera that comes with this doesn't allow on-screen display of temperature and water depth, which I don't need anyway, so that's an accessory I wouldn't even use, because I'll be running this with my Lowrance unit, so I'll be able to see my actual depth right on my sonar screen, and I'll be able to see the camera as I'm lowering it down. And let's see, so that's basically as simple as the controls are. Nothing to attach to your boat except for the cigarette lighter plug and the cable to your sonar unit. So I think I'm going to like this. I'll get the plastic off of there. It comes with a 75-foot cable, and it is marked with 1 foot depth increments. So you can look right on the cable and see how much cable you've already played out. So that's what you get when you get it out of the box. Now let's go over some of the accessories I picked up with it. Okay, some of the accessories. The first accessory I bought was a turntable. Basically, it is a turntable device that lets you attach this to the shuttle. It comes with a mounting plate like this. You'll attach it with the hardware that it comes with. It even comes with the Allen wrench to put the Allen screws in with. So I'll be attaching this to this. I'll be attaching this turntable to this plate, and then I'll be attaching this plate to the underside of the unit. And it'll still be nice and compact, won't take up a lot of room, but once it's on here, and you can see the shuttle comes with brass inserts, threaded inserts, so it's nice and sturdy, very robust. And then this will be on here like that, and then this will be able to rotate, so I'll be able to lay this on the deck of my boat, and when I've got the power cord unhooked, then I'll be able to turn this around to wind up my cable real quickly. And also for paying the cable out, it'll work really well. I can just lay this on the carpet of my deck and grab the camera and lower it over the side, and this will just unwind as I'm lowering it and keep everything nice and neat. So that was one accessory I picked up. Next accessory I picked up was simply a pole attachment, and this is just an adapter to attach to a paint pole or any other extension pole, and it's got the rail system on it. I can slide the camera onto the rail, and I can poke this under docks or under boats to see if there are fish up underneath the docks. So that was a must-have accessory. Got a couple other accessories just for fun. This is a XD trolling fin and live strike kit. So this has a clear plexiglass fin that you can see there in the package, which stabilizes it and keeps the camera pointing backwards. So as your boat's moving along, the camera will be oriented in this direction with the lens camera on top here. It has a rail attachment, so it attaches to the camera underneath, and the camera will be looking this direction, and you'll be able to use basically a little outrigger with a line release clip that it comes with, and you attach it to this, stick it up and attach the clip and attach your line to it, and you control lures or drag lures behind your boat and see the fish actually strike the lure with this attachment. So I think this will really have some good use for me, particularly in the winter time when the fish are deep and I'm trying to cover ground, dragging a jig behind the boat. This will be a great way to see fish and see how they react to my lures. And so I'm looking forward to using that. So that's going to be a fun attachment. And the last one I got I don't know how valuable this will be. It's actually a light. It's called the Bite Light XD infrared light kit. So it's a battery powered, takes a couple AA batteries in there to power it, and they're infrared lights so the fish don't get spooked by them, they can't see them. You also have the lights in the camera lens itself that are also infrared, and they don't spook the fish either. But you hang this light from the end of this plexiglass fin, so it'll actually be oriented like this in the water with the rail on the top, and the rail will attach to the camera, and the light will be at the bottom here. And so that'll give you a lot more illumination. So particularly when I'm fishing deep and on overcast days when the clouds are out, the sun isn't shining in the winter, if I want to inspect a wreck or a piece of structure and cover it more thoroughly, this will give me much better visibility of it. So that's basically the accessories I bought with this unit. I hope that gives you some help in deciding what you need for yourself. And with that, I'll wrap up the video. This is Marc Marcantonio. Ciao.